Tell us a little bit how you handle security, particularly at your unattended locations, in terms of cameras and other measures you might have in place to perhaps compensate for the fact that you may not have somebody there all the time.
Yeah, for sure. So where cleanliness might be the most important factor for people visiting a coin laundry, security is certainly in probably the top three. And so this is the challenge, right? If you don't have an attendant there to make them feel safe, then having plenty of cameras inside the store is important, inside, and as Casey was saying, outside too. We put 4K cameras in the store and outside. Many times something might happen within the center, and police are asking us for our video because our video is good. So license plate readers and stuff, definitely. There's software that you can get that if you have a good camera, you can run some software on your computer system to pick up the license plates. That's all free. Open API type stuff. The other thing too, though, is, and getting back to what Kevin was saying, as far as with customers, the other thing that makes them feel safe is you've got that 24-hour answering service. We do as well. But one thing that we've also started doing is we've put in video doorbells in each one of our stores as well. Change machine. So if somebody has a problem, instead of actually having to pick up a phone, go through a menu, they can just hit the doorbell and get somebody, boom, right now. And people like that. We've been getting a lot of very positive response for that. You can have that two-way conversation. If it becomes more than what you can really do just with a quick conversation, then we give them the number and a direct line number that'll bypass the phone tree type thing, and then we can carry on that conversation on a more traditional phone line. Security, that's the main stuff. A good alarm system that's monitored 24/7. The systems that we use automatically, based on schedule, disarm for certain sections of the store, but for all the secure type stuff like change machines and back rooms, they stay armed, and unless we're there collecting.
Oh, that's great. And I'm just looking at the questions here, and it looks like the sort of the Ring doorbell type thing has become a more common thing. Certainly the high quality cameras. I can remember early on when a lot of our members were adopting cameras. I had someone in law enforcement joke with me saying, well, you've got motion detectors. You may call them video cameras, but at that point it was so grainy, but now, like you said, the 4K stuff is readily available. Just even the inexpensive stuff has a really good clarity to it. So I think again, the theme that's emerging here is a lot of this technology is helping achieve these operational goals, right? Whether it's the call service, the payment system, the video cameras, those are things. And then you said the machines themselves, with the onboard diagnostics and just the greater reliability and uptime. These are all things that are making it possible to be successful operating under this model. I had a question that came up in here that I wanted to just throw open to any of the three of you, or all three of you, if you want to weigh in, is on the question of 24-hour. That comes up a lot. So would each of you just share your thoughts? Maybe start with you, Brian, just on your philosophy, 24-hour, not 24-hour. It depends. What's your 24-hour philosophy?
Not opposed to 24 hours. In fact, of the two unattended laundries we've had, one of them was 24 hours. It was in a downtown area where there's lots of foot traffic throughout the entire night, in the same center as a donut shop, and you know how people like to eat their donuts. So, it was a perfect place, plenty of police presence in that area, and fairly safe. So, again, if your store is in a really rough neighborhood, maybe that's not such a good idea. And the other thing too is, you'd have to also consider there might be, if you're 24 hours and unattended, there might be some insurance concerns about that. I've heard that sometimes some insurance companies won't insure a store that's open 24 hours, especially if it's not unattended. But we were okay. We didn't have a problem with our insurance, and that worked out really well for us. Our other store, we close at 10 o'clock and open at 6 a.m. in the morning. And, so I'm okay with 24 hours. And, providing that the location is the right location.
Okay. Kevin, your thoughts on 24 hours? Are you doing it? You haven't done it? What's your outlook on 24-hour?
Well, we never have, Brian. We've always been 5 a.m. to midnight, although I've been tempted. Sometimes we've had, over the years anyway, problems with door strikes and that sort of thing. And I said, boy, the time we're spending to repair those and that sort of thing, we could save if we just went 24 hours. But I think Brian's comment about the insurance considerations, that's valid. And after that, it's just been what we've always been used to. And as Casey mentioned, I think, and other contributors to the article mentioned, if someone is in where we close at midnight, if someone's in there at midnight, they can stay until they finish up. And that could be 1:30 in the morning. So we're maybe closer to 24 hours than, than our operating hours would suggest, but still, I think for us, it's been working, and 19 hours a day is fine. If I'm the one on call, I don't want to get a call at 3 a.m.
Right, when it's your day, yeah.
I don't want the other person to do that either, so we give everyone a break for those few hours, and then we go at it again first thing the next morning.
Yeah, and the only thing I'd add to the 24-hour, and I think Casey, you said you guys are closing pretty consistently. Is it at 10 o'clock?
Yep.
Yeah. So what I've just picked up from our members over time is, some hours kind of leading kind of toward where Kevin is, where 24 hours can be great for a number of reasons. Like Brian was saying, if there's a lot of shift workers and it's just a busy area, 24 hours, and that's great. What I found with a lot of our members is just seeing a difference being open on kind of those shoulder hours, being able to go from, last wash at 9 or 9:30 to, 11:30 or 11 p.m. So those late hours, and then rather than, the 7 in the morning, picking up that traffic that wants to be there at 5 or 5:30 in the morning. So again, each store is going to kind of dictate what their preferences are in order to, be able to do that.